Hey guys, it's your boy Slow. Welcome to another episode of Benfica Career Mode. It's transfer window part 2, so it should be interesting. We'll see more negotiations. The only player that we've got in negotiations at the moment is Nabil Fekir, and their team have come back and rejected a few times, but hopefully we can put the price up enough to get him. It would be really important to get this player because he's going to be fantastic. He's still quite young, and I think he's a 79 rated player. I'm checking out Ruben Neves there, whoever made the comment. That's why I'm doing it. But yeah, he's going to be a fantastic replacement for Mitroglou if he leaves at the end of the season. But I am tempted to extend that a little bit longer, maybe sign him for a year or two before he's past his sell-by date, to be honest, because he's still scoring goals for us. And he's great for the set pieces. We don't really have any other player apart from maybe Samaras and Luizão, David Luiz, but they're all defenders. I want some strikers that are capable of scoring with their head. And yeah, so without further ado, let's start looking at players that we're definitely going to make a move for. There was a few suggestions. I went through all the comments and I picked a few. I couldn't pick all of them because there was just far too many comments with different players, and a few didn't have results, like this guy. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Matias. Yeah, I did look through them all and I did consider them all, so don't think you're getting left out because you're not. I did consider every single option that I did have in the comments. So yeah. So the first player we're going to have a look at is a goalkeeper. Is Mattia Pereira. He plays for Genoa in the Serie A. I don't really know much about him. He's a youngster. He's 23 years old. He was suggested to me, so I'm assuming that he's a good player and he develops into an absolute beast. So it's always worth having a look at these players. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to scout him further, and I'm also going to ask how much they're looking for him. I'm assuming that it's going to be quite expensive if he's, you know, a little starlet, someone that's going to develop into a high 80s player. And yeah, so that's our first player tonight. So our second player is a talented 21-year-old CDM, Saul from Atletico Madrid. Most of you would have heard of him. He's a fantastic player. He's got a lot of progression and he's going to be an absolute beast in the future. So yeah, definitely worth checking out and seeing how much Atletico got for him. I know that Atletico and Benfica have recently got a deal where they're going to share under 21s. So it's a good time to start dealing with Atletico and start testing it out. I know it doesn't really apply for FIFA 16, but I thought it was quite a good idea. Anyway, let's go on to our third player. This next one is an absolute no-brainer. It's Timo Horn from Köln. This guy is a future First 11 Germany goalkeeper, so definitely worth having a look at. I heard that you could get him for around 8-9 million. That's what someone said in the comments. So I'm going to ask Köln how much they want for him, and I'll make an offer. If I have to trade someone in, I probably will, because I know he's 79 rated as well, I think, and he's going to develop into a wonderful player, better than our current goalkeeper Julio Cesar, which declined his contract, which is really disappointing as I wanted to keep him, but I might have to let him go at the end of the season or use him as a pawn or try and sign a new contract and have him as our second goalkeeper next season. We'll see, but yeah, definitely a great player to go for. The next one's Felipe Anderson. He's a left wing. This is something that I've been trying to get, to use a 4-3-3 formation with two wingers and one striker, but then that would mean that I would have to alternate between two different formations, as I have currently three strikers trying to get the four with Fekir. So yeah, he's going to complement that left wing position perfectly. Again, another player is Mbolo. A few of you have commented about this guy, so I'm definitely going to research. Do I need a striker? If I don't get Fekir, it would be nice to have an 18-year-old striker. But anyway, we have a match in the Liga NOS now. It's against Vitória de Setúbal. And yeah, let's get through that and we can continue with the negotiations and see who we get. So here we are playing at home against Vitória de Setúbal. It's a rainy night. We all know that I don't like playing in those conditions, but I'll give it my best shot. Vitória de Setúbal are not actually a bad team. They can compete with the top 5 on occasion. Normally we beat them, but you never know. You have an off night, they could catch a goal out of the blue and get the 3 points or get a draw. I really cannot do with drawing at the moment. It's a 3-horse race at the top of the league at the moment, and we need as many points as we can to catch up with Sporting and Porto, because if they don't lose, which likely they won't until they play us at least, then we're not going to catch up to them. It's very difficult in this league. A lot of people complain about the Portuguese league, about the lack of competition, but I'll tell you what, at the moment, the top 3 teams rarely lose a match, so it's so difficult to stay up there. You literally can't make any mistakes, and that is how the Portuguese league is. This season, it's a 3-horse race as well between Sporting, Porto and Benfica. Hardly any of those teams are making mistakes. Sporting is still currently on top, unfortunately, with that arsehole George Jesus. But let's not forget what he did for Benfica last season, or for the last 5 seasons. He actually developed the team to a high standard. It kind of feels like we're getting ruined at the moment, but we can get back into it. But yeah, in terms of this match, I just expect to win, nothing else. But let's see how we do. And it's Talisca with the possession. Now Samaras inside the box nearly. He's still got the possession. He loses it though. It's still him again. Passes it back to Talisca. Great movement outside the 18-yard box. Now it's Raul Jimenez passing it to Samaras. He's going to take a shot. Deflects. The goalkeeper can't hang on to it. And it deflects again off Talisca. So close there for Benfica. I thought we were going to get the first goal 5 minutes into the game. That would have been spectacular. But it just didn't happen. A great start there from Benfica. And we managed to stop their attack there, which was starting to become quite dangerous as we left a huge gap there. But now it's Raul Jimenez down the right-hand side, but we lose possession. And Mitroglu's about to receive the ball as we build another attack. Talisca now with the possession, passes it to Samaras. A brilliant shot there, deflected again. This goalkeeper doesn't like hanging on to the ball, but yet another spectacular shot there from Benfica, and we're definitely threatening this defence. I don't know how long Stubble can hang on, but it's definitely all Benfica at the moment. Yeah, so I expect a goal any minute now, as long as we don't make any stupid mistakes and concede early on as well, which is a possibility. I have done that before in the past, but so far it's looking good for Benfica. Guedes now with the ball on the left hand side, and it's Mitroglu, and it's offside. He was well offside there, Mitroglu. I don't know why he decided to make that run. Surely he could look down the line and realise that he was well offside, but yeah, another break in play. And it's Mitroglu with the throw in. It's Mendy now with the possession. Passes it to Salvio down the middle. There's a few players there waiting for the ball, but Samaras is going to take the shot, and the goalkeeper doesn't hang on to it again. Unbelievable. A cross in, and Raul Jimenez couldn't get his head to it. Another chance wasted, but it's looking good for Benfica now, and looking slightly poor there for Vitória de Setúbal as they struggle to keep the Benfica attack at bay. And yeah, another beautiful chance there, and that was dangerous. I thought they were going to get the break there as we left a gaping hole there down the left-hand side, but we managed to close that gap, and it's Vitória de Setúbal on the attack again. Can they catch us on the break? We've got a few players back already, but there's a few players making a run. Can they cross it in? It's Ruka now. He's taking his time. He's going to lose the ball any moment. He takes the shot. I'll tell you what, it wasn't that far off. I don't think Julio Cesar would have seen that. It would have gone over him, but a good effort there from Stubble, and a great reaction at a point where it looked like they were going to concede 2-3 goals in the first 15 minutes of the game, and there they are on the attack, but we managed to take the ball off them. And now it's Benfica's counter-attack. It's Mitroglu with the possession there down the left-hand side. He's cutting in. I thought he was going to cross it in. He's cutting in, taking the shot. It deflects, and it's Salvio puts the ball into the back of the net. Great reaction there from the player. Of all people, I didn't think Salvio would be the one in the centre-forward position. You'd expect Mitroglu to be there, but great reaction. I did say that the goalkeeper wouldn't hang on to the balls earlier on, and that may be the reason that they concede 2 or 3 goals tonight, because he's not performing to the best of his ability. He's normally a better goalkeeper, but he just couldn't handle it, and Salvio made the most of it, put it straight into the back of the net, and it was a fantastic goal. It's now Benfica 1, Vitória de Setúbal 0, and what a beautiful start there for Benfica. It's at least maybe 40 minutes into the game. I didn't check the time, and we're winning just before half-time, or 25 minutes into the game. Wow, I was well off there. It's the first quarter of the game, and we're 1-0 up, and I can only predict a few more goals the way it's going. Vitória de Setúbal are breaking apart now, and it's all Benfica at the moment. And we're on the attack again, this time with Silvio. Is he going to cut in? No, he passes it to Talisca. He's got a good range. Oh, what a shot there, just wide off the top left-hand side. I thought he was going to get that on target. I believed that ball was going to go in. It had a good trajectory, it had a good angle, but it just didn't have the accuracy. But a great effort there from Talisca. Silvio starting off another counter-attack for Benfica. It's Raul Jimenez down the right-hand side. He's going to cut in, but he's going to hold on to the ball, waiting for the perfect opportunities to strike. And here's the shot, and it's a finesse shot, trying to get it between the goalkeeper and the post, but he didn't have enough power. The goalkeeper got there before him. Personally, I should have just blasted it into the back of the net, across the face of goal, and we've got a corner now. Salvia to take it, Mitroglou waiting, but the goalkeeper Ricardo picks it up easily, and unfortunately that was another wasted opportunity from Salvio, but nevertheless we're still 1-0 up. It's nearly the end of the first half, and it's Vitória de Setúbal on the attack now, down the left hand side. Ruka with the possession, a cross in. David Luiz fluffs it up. That's the second time in 2 games. He could cost us a goal. Nice header over the bar, and David Luiz, he needs to up his game. He's not doing the business at the moment for Benfica, but I'll just put it down to a few days off. But yeah, close there from Vitória de Setúbal. Another mistake here made in the midfield, and it's Vitória de Setúbal reacting to that goal that we scored earlier on, desperately trying to get back into the game. And Danny with the possession, Garupek trying to receive it on the right hand side, and they've got a throw in. It's quite a tense end to this first half. Can we get this possession, clear the ball? It's Costa with the possession. Are they going to cross it in? Pinto with the ball takes a shot, but it's wide off that far post, and they come close again to scoring. It was well off target. It was a first time volley there. I think it was a deflection. But yeah, it's a corner. Surely they can't score now. Surely they're not going to get a goal in. We need to defend better than we have been recently. And it's just punched out there by Julio Cesar. Hopefully this will signal the end of the first half. But no, Vitória de Setúbal still with the possession. Are they going to get their head to it? No. And that's pretty much the end of the first half. I'm not going to make any substitutions this half. I'm going to wait until around the 50-60 minute mark, or unless any players get injured or really tired. But yeah, that's the end of the first half. What a tense last few minutes there for Benfica, and let's hope that we can score that second goal to cement the 3 points. So actually, looking at my team at half-time, I noticed that Mitroglu's quite tired, so I'm going to put Vitor Andrade on his place. He's going to go in the right-hand side. Raul Jimenez is going to go back to the left. I'm also going to put Tarapt in for Salvio. I've noticed he's a bit tired as well. I think it's to do with this new update where players that are pressuring a lot get quite penalised in terms of their energy levels or stamina, so that could be the reason. But anyway, a few fresh players for the second half to try and get that second goal. And it's Silvio again with his pace down the right hand side. He finds Andrade. Could it be his first goal here? He turns around. He's a beast. He's got so much pace and great dribbling. A great shot there. Goes over the bar, but he starts off strong. This guy is amazing. I don't know how he's only rated 74 or something like that. I need to train him up. I want to see what he can get to, but he feels like you're playing with an 80, 85 rated player. He's unbelievable. I just feel when I get the ball with him, I just want to attack. I just want to turn around, get into the box, dribble in and attack. He's fantastic. Talisca holding on to the ball in the midfield at Samaras now. Can he make the run? He loses it, but Talisca has one of his blistering shots and a great save there from the Vitória de Setúbal goalkeeper, but it's time to make a substitution while we have a break in play, and it's Gonçalo Guedes going out, and it's going to be Cristante going in his place. A lot of you people have been saying that Cristante is an absolute beast, and I agree with you. I love playing with him. Every time I play with him, I agree. So yeah, definitely a great substitution there for Guedes, but Guedes was a bit tired, so he deserved a bit of a rest. And let's see if Cristante can make a difference to that midfield in the quest to get that second goal. Anyway, it's Talisca with a corner here. Who's going to get to it? Oh, I thought someone... Oh, a shot there from Tarapt. Luizão, they just clear it off the line. So much was going on there that I found it hard to comment. But yeah, we came so close to getting the second goal there. Unfortunate not to get it, but now it's Vitória Setúbal on the right-hand side with Costa. They're desperately trying to get a goal back. They've still got the possession. It's Tavares now, passing it to Gurupek. He's holding on to the ball, cutting in. Is he going to take the shot? Brilliant tackle there from Talisca, playing a defender there. He almost loses it again, but it's a foul in the end. And great defence there. Cristante with the possession now for Benfica. Can he hold on to it? He's got Vitor Andrade in possession. Tarap now back to Cristante. Left-footed shot. Great shot there. Another great save there from the Setúbal goalkeeper. He's kind of redeeming himself because he was really poor in the first half. He could have conceded 2 or 3 goals in the first 15 minutes. But anyway, Talisca with the corner, and it's David Luiz there with a header. So unlucky. We've been so unlucky with our shots. We should be at least 4-0 up at the moment. Great header from David Luiz, obviously trying to redeem himself. But yeah, another great chance. And it's a corner again for Benfica. Talisca to take it again. Cristante waiting for it, gets a header to it. And a great save there from Ricardo, the Vitória Setúbal goalkeeper. Silvio making a nice run into the 18-yard box. It's Vitor Andrade now, passing it back to Silvio. Oh, it wasn't really a proper shot. The goalkeeper didn't hang on to it. But yeah, that could have been yet another goal. Samaras now back to Talisca. It's Silvio with the possession, through ball to Andrade. Can he get it in? Oh, I don't know what happened there. The defender looked like he was going to clear it, but Vitor Andrade managed to have the reactions and put it straight into the back of the net. What a beautiful goal. This man yet again comes into the game, receives that brilliant through ball there, manages to get round the player and puts it into the back of the net. This is a player for the future. There's no doubt that this guy is going to be one of those players that ends up at a team like Barcelona or Real Madrid. Fantastic player, scoring yet again for Benfica. What a beautiful goal there from Vitor Andrade. It's now Benfica 2, Vitória Setúbal 0, and I don't see a way back for Setúbal now. And yeah, fantastic goal. And it's yet another attack for Benfica. Samaras passes it to Talisca. He has a shot. It's loose again to Rapt. Oh, it's just taken out there by the defender, I think. Yeah, what a wonderful opportunity. Thought we were going to get a third there. Cristante trying to get his head to it, but the ball's going to trickle out the sideline for a throw-in. It's for Benfica. And yeah, so close to another goal. David Luiz to take the throw-in for Benfica. It's Mende now with the possession. Cristante, and it's Andrade right in front of goal. What a save there from the goalkeeper. I was definitely sure that was going to go in. It didn't go in. It would have been the 3-0, and it would have been Vitor Andrade again. But what a miss there, and what a fantastic save there from the Vitória Setúbal goalkeeper. And yeah, it remains 2-0. And now it's Tavares for Vitória Setúbal making a run down the right-hand side. It's Suk Hyun Jun now with the cross, and Costa's there. He gets the header, but it's wide off the near post, and not really a threat there for Julio César. But they're not giving up. At least they're giving us a game. And we're in the last few minutes of the game. It's Vitor Andrade with the possession, passes it to Tarapt. Cristante now, Vitor Andrade with the possession. He's got a lot of speed. He's going to take the shot. It's going to be the 3-0. No, the ball is loose. I thought it was going to go in, but we didn't score that third goal. It looks like it's going to end 2-0, and it does as the referee blows the whistle. What a fantastic match there for Benfica. We played really, really, really well. We should have won that about 4 or 5-0. Vitória Setúbal did have a few moments, but it didn't happen for them. What a game there for Vitor Andrade. What a fantastic game for him. He was an absolute beast as soon as he came on, and yeah, fantastic match there for Benfica, and it secures us another 3 points. Hopefully Porto and Sporting have messed up, or one of the two, and we can be near at the top of the table, at least in second place, but we'll find that out soon. And yeah, that's the end of the match. Let's go on to the negotiations, because that's what you guys have been waiting for, and I'm keen to show you. So let's get straight onto the transfer negotiations and see how we get on. So let's progress a few days and see what we've got in our inbox. Let's go and check it out. 6 emails. Lazio want 28 million for Felipe Anderson. That guy's going to be an absolute beast if he's priced at that range. And 24 million for Timo Horn, but I really do want this player. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer Julio César, which is a good switch, to be honest, because Julio César is an experienced goalkeeper, but probably no one would say no to having him in a part exchange deal. So I'm going to offer 6 million. I know I've put 8 million there. I will put it down to 6 million because I think Julio Cesar has got a bit of worth, and hopefully they'll accept this and we'll have the great Timo Horn in our team. I'm looking forward to that. So let's see what happens. Ruben Vezo, they want 8.5 million accessible. Ruben Neves, they don't want to get rid of him, neither Yassin Brahimi. And yeah, so there goes our first day. Let's see what happens tomorrow. So let's go and check out our inbox. So transfer offer accepted for Fakir. That's fantastic. He wants 90 a week and it's going to leave us with 10 grand. So I might have to go and ask the board for more money, but I definitely want to buy this guy because he's going to be a fantastic player. 27 million he's valued at. Iturbe turned down, don't care. So Imo Ezekiel, they want 11 million, so I don't know why I'm offering 25 million for him. I think this was a mistake I made. I'm going to have to amend that later. Mati Perin offer 39 million, that's ridiculous. 10.5 for Saul, which is achievable, and 15, I don't know who it was for there, I missed it, but let's advance and see what happens. So transfer offer from Napoli for Talisca, they don't want it. Southampton don't want to pay the money that I asked for, which is fine. I'm happy with keeping Talisca, and let's move on to the next day. So let's advance this calendar. We've got a match coming up there. I think it's against Nacional. Nothing in our inbox. Oh, Colton, transfer offer unacceptable there for Timo Horn, so we're going to have to adjust that and see if we can make a better offer. Let's see if we can offer him a different player. Maybe they'll be happier with someone else. I don't know. They weren't happy with Julio Cesar. They definitely weren't happy with that. So I'm going to put Talisca in, and I can't remember the amount I put. Yeah, it was 1 million. I'm sure they're not going to accept that. But Talisca is a great player, a great future prospect, so you never know what's going to happen there. There we go, 2 more emails in our inbox. And Fekir is now part of the Benfica squad. That's fantastic. That leaves us with 7.5 million. And yeah, I'm happy to have him in the team. Anderlecht accepted the offer, obviously, 25 million. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to go ahead with that offer. That was a mistake. So yeah, let's proceed another few days. Another 2 emails there. Update from Portugal. Transfer offer unacceptable. Again, it's going to be difficult to get Timo Horn on board. So let's see who we can offer now. There's only a few players that I'd be willing to let go of. And I offer Talisca and 5 million. Surely they're going to accept that this time. So I have noticed that there's a couple of matches during the transfer window, and just because I want you guys to see the whole negotiation process in this episode, I don't want any interruptions. I'm going to simulate them. I thought it was against Nacional, but it's actually a rocker. My eyesight must be terrible. It's a bit risky doing what I'm doing, but I'm going to go ahead with it. Raul Jimenez with the first goal there for Benfica, 16 minutes into the game. Samaras got a yellow card in the 17th minute. 2 goals there now for Talisca, 43rd minute. It's 2-0 to Benfica. Looks like we're going to get the 3 points, but they pull one back with Roberto in the 58th minute. I cannot concede now. It will be too dangerous, but Salvio ends that question in the 76th minute, scoring a goal, and it looks like we got the 3 points. There we go. I'm happy. It was a chance worth taking. So finally, Colm has accepted our offer. It's Talisca plus 5 million. I am going to lose Talisca, which I'm a bit sad about. But I'm going to gain Timo Horn, which is a fantastic player with lots of future, and we're going to offer him 70,000 because that's all we can offer. How sad is that? We're going to have 932 euros left over for any other players that we might want to sign if he accepts it. I might have to go and ask for some more wages. But yeah, we've got a game against Nacional now. I'm going to simulate it. It's a bit of a risky one, this, because we're playing away, and Nacional is a tough team when you're playing in Madeira. So it's a very big risk for Benfica here. But let's see how we get on. So let's see. Our lineup is pretty good there compared to theirs. Still no goals, 15 minutes into the game. Jimenez missed a penalty. How disappointing is that? And David Luiz finally scores for Benfica. It must have been a cross, and he must have scored with his head. But we do not want them to equalise. It's getting late into the game. 70 minutes now, approaching 80. Still no goals. We'd like to score a second one. To Rapt injured. Samaras sent off. Typical Samaras there. but we managed to get the 3 points, and that's what we wanted. So Timo Horn wasn't happy with that wage, so he's countered-offered with the exact same amount that he wanted in the first place, so we're going to have to go and ask for money from the board. So let's see if they actually accept that. So luckily the board accepted the 5 million that I asked for, and I can now offer 100,000 to Timo Horn. That's a lot of money, but considering he's going to be a first-team Germany player in the future, I'm convinced he is. I'm going to offer him the whole 100,000, and yeah, let's see who we can go for next, if we can. So now I'm going to offer 5 million plus Joel Campbell to buy Emo Ezekiel. He's definitely worth it. He's worth 11 million, so I think it's quite a good offer for them. Joel Campbell's good for a team like Anderlecht, so let's see what they're going to say about that. So for Balassi, I'm going to offer Juricic and no money at all, and see if they're going to accept my offer. He's worth 9 million. He's going to be a great player, but I really want to get Yannick Balassi as a quick way to fix my left wing problem. I don't have a right winger though, but I'm going to use Salvio on the right wing, and I'm still going to go between the two formations. So let's progress a few days and see how this goes. Transfer offer for Anderson Talisca again. Let's see who wants it. Sporting, fucking hell. Okay, I'm going to ask about 29 million for them, for Sporting. There's no way I'm going to ease it for them. And I think I've got another offer there. Yeah, from Torino. I'm going to ask for about 25 or 26 million. 25 million's a fair offer for Talisca from Torino. I thought I got rid of him. I really thought I got rid of him with the Timo Horn thing. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I offered the full amount in the end. So Anderlecht accepted my offer for Ezekiel. I'm going to offer him 45,000, 20% goal bonus, and 4 years in the contract. Surely he's going to accept this, especially with a crucial first-team player as well. Let's see how that goes. And Timo Horn has accepted our contract, and he's now part of the Benfica team. I'm so happy about that. I'm going to put him straight in goal and put Julio Cesar out so he doesn't ask for a ridiculous amount of money. And yeah, transfer offer accepted for Yannick Balassi. I'm not going to be able to afford the salary here. I'm offering crazy salaries. 70,000 for Balassi, 20% goal bonus as well. And I'm going to go for 3 years and crucial first-team player. Important, actually, because he's still a youngster. He's 76 rated, so he's got a bit to learn yet. And yeah, we got Timo Horn. So now Balassi has accepted his contract, and we've signed another player. Great signing there for the left wing. I think this guy's got a lot of potential. And Ezekiel has also accepted, and that's another great player in the Benfica team. A couple of great players there, Balassi and Ezekiel, joining the team. And we've got a game against Stubol now. Yeah, so let's simulate that before we go to the end of the transfer season. I will only buy more players if we sell one of ours, and Talisca seems to be in demand, but hopefully no one will offer any sort of money for him. So yeah, let's simulate that match. Yet again, another risky simulation here. So far 0-0. Oh no, they've scored! Davila scored for Stubol. Surely we can get an equaliser here. Even getting 1 point from this match would be great. And there you go, 34 minutes into the game, Pizzi scored, and that gives us an opportunity to actually win. But it's, oh no, they've scored. It's Sukun Yunus scored, and they've got an injury though. Let's see if we can equalise. Please equalise. Someone score a goal. And Guedes right at the last minute, 87 minutes, equalises. Oh, but we only got 1 point, and look at that now. We're top of the league there. But Porto and Sporting have got 19 matches. They'll probably win both of theirs. And yeah, and then take top of the league. And what a disappointment there. That was a risk, and it wasn't a risk worth taking, but I'm still confident that we can get back up there, even if Porto and Benfica, Porto and Sporting win. So let's go to the end of the transfer window now and advance. So I've actually sped this up because I don't think much is going to happen here, even if I get an offer. I'm not that willing to sell. I've got some great new players though. Someone offered something for Pizzi there. It never turned out to be anything in the end. But we've got 6 hours, 5 hours left. I'm checking my team out just to see if there's any other player that I could buy with the remaining 5 hours. But I decide not to. And it's going to get down to the wire here. Let's check this out. 4, 3, 2, 1, and I didn't purchase anyone. So anyway, that's the end of the episode. Let's go and check out that table, see what the damage was with losing or drawing against Stubol. Nothing else here. It's just telling us that the transfer window has closed. Let's go and check out that table. Still 2 more emails. Who's player conversations, next transfer window, and Real made Eliseo. They want to go out on loan. And I think that was about it. I think I went and checked out the table next. Oh, I did progress because we've got a game against Belenenses, but I shall be playing that one next. And yeah, so here is the table. Sporting and Porto regain that first and second position. They both won, I think. Oh, I've got a game in hand. They've played 21 matches. I've got 20. And I will catch up to Porto at least. Yeah, exciting. I can get second place in the next match if I beat Belenenses. So yeah. Well, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that episode. Let me know what you think of the players. Put a comment down below. Please leave a like, and if you're watching me for the first time and you enjoyed the episode, then please hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching. This was a long episode. I hope it didn't bore you. But yeah, thank you very much. See you in a couple of days. Goodbye.